Today we're doing lesson 5.2, interpret representations of multiplicative comparisons. Wow, that's some big words, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interpret representations of multiplicative comparisons. What does multiplicative remind you of? Haziel? Multiplication. So what are we going to be doing today? Multiplication. Mary? Okay, so we are on to page 13. It says represent times as many. So it shows my cubes and then Kieran's cubes. How many cubes does my have?
4.
I heard two different numbers. How many cubes are there for my?
6.
6. And how many cubes are there for Kieran?
2.
Okay. So keep in mind Kieran's number of cubes. It says Jada has 4 times as many cubes as Kieran. Draw a diagram to represent the situation. We don't have to find out how many Jada has. We just have to draw the diagram. So we're going to start with Kieran's name and draw his cubes. So he has 2 cubes. And then Jada's name, and she has 4 times the amount Kieran does. So we're going to draw Kieran's cubes 4 times. So that's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Okay? So we don't have to figure that out. This one is just wanting to make sure that you can set up multiplicative comparisons. So you can go home today and say, oh, today in math we just did some multiplicative comparisons and interpreted representations of those. Sounds pretty. Your parents will be like, what? Okay. Diego has 5 times as many cubes as Kieran. So let's start with Kieran's 2. Keep up, please. Okay. Start with Kieran's 2. And then Diego has 5 times that amount. So we're going to make 5 groups of Kieran's. And then we have Lynn, who has 6 times as many as Kieran. So we draw Kieran's amount again. And then we're going to do for Lynn 6 groups of 2. And to kind of make it easier to visualize, when I'm doing 6, sometimes I will make 2 stacks of 3. Makes it easier to see there's 6 there if you do split it up into 2 groups of 3. Okay, so we have 2 more pages, but they go together. We have 3 things that we're looking at. Diagrams, equations, and descriptions. So the description is like the words that are the word problem. The diagram is the drawing of it, and then the equation is the math problem with an equal sign in it. Because an equation, it's got that word equal. All right, here we go. Here are 4 sets of descriptions, diagrams, and equations that compare quantities. Match each description to a diagram and an equation that represent the same situation. Be prepared to explain your answer. Okay, the first description says, Lynn has 3 cubes. Jada has 2 times as many as Lynn. So I want you to look through those diagrams at the bottom. There's 4 of them. And try to find a diagram that would match with Lynn having 3 cubes and Jada having 2 times as many. Anybody see which diagram matches? Harbor, give me the letter of it. H. Thumbs up if you agree that it's H. Thumbs down if you disagree. That is correct. Cameron, do you see how it shows? So it said, what was her name again? It said Lynn had 3, there's 3. Jada had 2 groups of 2 times as many. So see how that fits? So we're going to, so first we've got A and H. And now we've got to find the equation. Athena, what equation do you see that would match?
C.
C. 2 times 3 is 6. Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you disagree.
Sorry, I didn't know.
You're not allowed to have your hand on my video.
See.
And she's like, using the other hand, she's like, that is correct. So on the page over here, on page 15, the first set that you need to write down is A, H, C. Those 3 match. You with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then we're going to go back and we're going to cross through A, H, and C so that we know that we've already used those. Okay. The next description says Han has 3 cubes. Elena has 3 times as many. So, who can give me a diagram that would go with Han and Alina? So these are our diagrams. Jackson? Okay. That's correct. Okay. All right, and who wants to give me an equation? Ari? I. So our next set is BKI. So go to your next page. Don't draw lines or like that. Because if we make a mistake, you've got it all crossed out. BKI. So right over here, you need to be writing BKI. Okay. And then we'll come back and cross through the letters of B, K, and I. And then we'll go to the next description, which says Priya has 5 cubes and Noah has 3 times as many. Which of those match with this situation? Haziel? G. Agree or disagree? You can do it right in front of you. Agree or disagree? Okay. So it says 5 and 3 times as many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3 times as many. So that is correct. So D and G. And what would be the equation that would match with that with D? Devin?
J? No, wait, F.
Okay, so look at the numbers in this problem. Devin, what numbers are in this problem?
E.
Do you see? Okay, so in this problem we have a 3 and a 5, and the equation for E has a 3 and a 5. You with me? Okay, so D, G, E are a set. And then we have one more description. It says Mai has 4 cubes and Diego has 4 times as many. Olivia, what diagram would match with that? 4 cubes and 4 times as many. We've already used F. Oh, that, no, we haven't. That's the equation. This is a diagram. So as for the diagram, which is the diagram? L is the diagram. Okay, so we have J, L, and then what is the equation that goes with it? Colton? F. Okay, so we're going to have J, L, F. Those 3 go together. All right. And then your practice page is going to be page 35. And once you finish with that, we're going to do some problems on the board.